Hey, happy Monday, Super Bowl Monday, day after. Best halftime show ever. Now you see I'm covered up, maybe in disguise so I don't get too many mom haters out there, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to share with you why I think it was one of the best halftime shows ever. And you're like, you're a dude, of course you are. Shakira and J-Lo on stage, just tearing it up. So listen, before you start to hate, hear me out on this, because it's kind of funny. My wife and I were watching the halftime show. By the way, it was a great Super Bowl, but I'll tell you what, the controversy isn't going to be all about that. The talk is going to be about the halftime show, just like it is every single year. And my wife and I were watching it, and we were watching and just kind of like blown away by the performance for all kinds of different reasons. And I wanted to share with you the first thing that I thought of. After I was like, I told my wife, I said to Nicole, I said, watch how many people go hating on these two women for their outfits, for their dance, for their provocativeness, A, B, C, all the above, right? And I can tell you why I think it was the best show ever. Not so much because of what they did. And again, performance-wise or not, of course, you could turn it off if you are opposed to it. And if you have kids and they're up, that's fine too. I got teenagers, they watched it. It's fine. You can have those conversations, about what people should be wearing and so forth. But I can say, here's the reason why. Being a health and fitness coach, and I work with people over 40 who struggle with their health and their fitness and their body image. And at 43 and at 50, holy crap, I can just tell you that I'm blown away at how well they can perform, how hard it must have been for them as far as to get their bodies prepared for that kind of performance. Again, you're like, oh no, you're just checking out, because they had no skin. Well, here's the deal. You know what? The reality is, it's just not to say it's right or wrong. And this is not to cause any controversy about how they did their performance. Just the fact that at 43 and 50, that they're able to. I was thinking to myself, wait, I thought J-Lo was a little older than me. At 47, she is, right? And then Shakira being 43, holy cow, just literally blown away. And don't get me wrong, listen, I live at the beach here. I'm just going to share with you. I live at the beach, and the parents out there, maybe some of the parents out there saying, oh, it was just terrible for the kids to watch. Well, I can tell you this. If your kids have a cell phone, I guarantee you that they're probably looking at stuff way worse than that. So maybe it's just kind of a reality check. Also, I can even tell you for a fact, I know parents that buy their kids bathing suits that are smaller than what was on stage last night. So again, not to cause any controversy, really, I'm most inspired. And I'm a dude, and I'm not inspired by, again, it did nothing for me. I have a beautiful wife. She's amazing. She's in great shape, takes great care of her body. And I'm grateful for that she takes care of her personal health. But I can tell you, I see some shared posts from people that want to step up their game. Hey, if that gives you an inspiration for Monday to step up your game, not to be on maybe a pole, if you want to call it a stripper pole or whatever, not so much for that. But just to step up your game, saying, you know what, when you're in your 40s and 50s, don't feel like you have to think oh, I'm older now, I can't be in great shape, because the reality is you can. I'm at 47 and I've never felt healthier and more fit in my entire life. In fact, I do a whole program that's based on helping people look and feel 10 years younger. And that's my inspiration to you today is don't come off, hey, it's a show, we're going to forget about it. You can look at last year and have Adam Levine with his shirt off and all the women going, ooh, that was the best show ever, the best performance. Again, you didn't hear too many guys. They were probably jealous. In fact, I bet you last year, guys were inspired to get back in the gym and stay in shape because they saw Adam tearing it up, and he's no youngster either, which is pretty amazing. If you just think in general, people nowadays, as they get older, we can look at the performers, and again, you can talk about all the controversy you want about that, and I'm not here to, again, that's your choice. This is not me hating on those of you who felt it was inappropriate or not. Again, that's obviously up to you, and it doesn't matter to me, whether you think I should feel one way or the other. That's not the important part. What I'm really excited about, inspires me, is women out there, women. Again, and of course, maybe you don't have the trainer at hand all the time, but it can be inspiring to you if you're 50 and you feel like, that you're kind of, 60 or 70, your body feels like it's completely falling apart. Look, there's more and more people I see day in and day out that are getting in better shape. maybe fell apart over the years, but now are getting in better shape. And you have that ability too. That's the exciting thing is, you don't have to feel older than you are. And age is really just a number. Super excited. It's kind of crazy. I was thinking to myself, how at 50 and maybe at 43 to basically dance look at the dance skills. Sure, they're Latin and they may have some of that naturally in them skill-wise. But I can tell you, I want to go take some dance lessons because I think that was pretty amazing to see. And if you were to look at all the people else on stage, a lot of younger people, and they were just in there and just doing it. So regardless, if this can be any kind of inspiration for you, and why is it important to me? Because I'll tell you what, I help people on their health and fitness journeys. People in their 40s and 50s who feel lost. They feel like they're 60s. They feel like their body's breaking apart. They feel that's just a natural thing to happen. And I can tell you it is if you don't do anything about it. But gosh, being inspired. I was inspired. I'm going to admit, last year when Adam Levine had his shirt off on stage and he was chiseled, I was inspired by him. I didn't get hating on him. Again, tattoos and ripped abs and stuff, that inspired me. Again, it may not inspire you, but if you're that woman out there that maybe is inspired, it gives you that Monday push to go after it, start getting in better shape, start eating healthier. Maybe those New Year's resolutions that started to already fade gives you that little boost to get you started. So anyway, I'm inspired by it. It's kind of funny. And I hope nobody gets offended. By no means do I want to offend anybody. You have absolutely the right to feel a certain way. That's your choice, absolutely your choice, just as is my choice, and just as we all have the freedom to come on here and share our opinions. But really, the biggest thing, to be inspired by people, forget even the halftime show, just to be inspired by people who are older, who are really living out their best health, living out their fitness. And if you feel like you're I'm never going to be like a J-Lo, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you can be you, being proud of who you are, knowing that you're valuable enough, regardless of what you're wearing, regardless of what you're doing. You're valuable enough to take really great care of yourself. And that's maybe the inspiration I wanted to give to you today outside of this halftime. And I'm sure I'll probably get some haters on here, and that's okay. I'm not here to please everybody. I'm sure the two of them weren't there to please anybody. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to the gym and I'm going to eat a salad today because I'm inspired by those two women who not only represented their culture well. I think being in Miami, I thought it was totally appropriate because that's the culture. And if you don't know the culture, then, and I'm not too well versed in that culture, but I can tell you that it was an amazing performance. And of course, the football game was great too, but that's not what everybody's going to be talking about today. Anyway, take care. Have an amazing, blessed day. We'll see you later.